Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more reactions after dark, and we are of course going to be watching influencer with 14 million followers loses 4 million fans overnight for dating a hot guy. Turns out he's a loser, obviously by Stephanie Sue. Now I did say, was it a couple days ago, that I was going to stop uploading for a while, go on hiatus for the move, though. Uh, we still don't have a place to go to yet, but we do have an extension of time, like apparently however long it takes is fine. So we have not forever, but we'll just say we have forever to leave. So I was like, okay, I got nothing else to do right now. Let's just do some rad stuff, even though I said I wasn't going to stop. But it is kind of driving me crazy that I'm not uploading anything. So we are back. Ring Fit is still on hiatus though, since I have packed up the Switch. I don't want to take that out and plug it back in, so I didn't get rid of my mic yet. The webcam I did unplug, but I didn't put it inside anything yet. So I just have that plugged back in so we can have the model out. So Duolingo and maybe Rad every other day will show up until I have to say again, like I'm gonna stop. I don't know, we'll see. Because we still don't have anything definitive, which is a problem. I thought we were, but I don't know. We're gonna have to see later today what's going on. But spontaneous rad video out of nowhere. So I know I keep saying I'm gonna leave and then I don't leave. Was it the second or third time? I don't know how many times I've said, "Hey, I'm gonna stop," and then I'm like, "Never mind." But we are once again saying, "Never mind," because it was actually bothering me that I wasn't uploading. Just because I've been uploading every day, daily for what, years now at this point, so it kind of was driving me crazy. So we're back for now. Tomorrow probably won't upload anything. No, won't upload a rad video. I'll probably do Duolingo just because that takes like 2 seconds. But maybe the day after that, assuming nothing changes, we'll have another rad video that day too. So yeah, look forward to that. Though I wonder how long this is going to be, because this is like a 56-minute video, so like, oof. My graphics tablet is also put away. So yeah, I was saying my graphics tablet is also away, so I can still do this, but it's with the mouse, so it's not going to be that nice looking. Not that it ever was that nice looking even with the tablet, because I don't have like a good place to use it at, but oh well. It's the same room as last time, right? Because we have this book, this thing, this freak in the background, and whatever the heck that is.
Have you ever been in a relationship where the universe gives you just sign after sign after sign that maybe, hold on, you should rethink this relationship? Because this Chinese influencer, we're gonna call her Z, she gets the biggest sign of her life. She hard launches her relationship with this man, and within like 24 hours, something crazy like that, I think it's like 24 to 48 hours, she loses 4 million followers. This
Yeah, it is kind of crazy to just lose millions. She had 14, she dropped down to 10, which is like, that's a lot.
man is not like a criminal. He didn't commit some sort of atrocious crime. Like, it's one thing if she's dating a former R-worder, not former, but you get it.
She lost 4 million followers?
Yeah, she lost 4 million
How
followers.
many?
She had 11 million followers. She's not a regular schmegular influencer. She's at the
famous.
top of the game.
Oh.
She loses. This is
And
like
her
I
name
said,
is Z?
yeah, Zane.
Zane?
You see a lot of her, don't worry, okay?
Okay.
No, here's the thing. This guy is not a criminal. He's not an R-worder. He's not speculated to have done all these depraved crimes against humanity that
That's just some guy. Well, alleged hot guy.
have previously all been tracked. He didn't scam people. He's not a school bully. Like, this is just a regular schmegular random ass dude that she starts dating and she loses 4 million followers. K-pop stars don't even lose that many followers when it is fucking annoyingly exposed that they're in a relationship, and then all the K-netizens go freaking crazy. I digress. Don't even get me started, okay? But she loses 4 million followers to the point where she comes out publicly and says, I have never been in a relationship that would make me lose millions of followers until today. What the fuck is going on? Okay?
That's like, what? Oh, I just remembered. I gotta, hold on. I will say pause there because I forgot. It's been like, what, a few days? Not even that many days since the last time I did a rad video, and I forgot that I have to remove the side of my computer, like the panel, side panel, and turn the fan on to blow into it. You know, because it starts squeaking in there because it gets too hot. I literally forgot about that. I don't know how I forgot that I have to do that because computers like and being held together with like duct tape and paper clips and gum. I mean, that's just metaphor right there. It's not literally held together that way, but still, you know, gotta do all these things just to get it to run properly. But yeah, had to go do that real quick.
Can we laugh? Can we laugh?
I mean, kind of. She laughs at it later.
Okay.
So I think we have permission. Let's just talk about Z first, because I feel like in order to understand how she loses 4 million followers, how the hell did she get 11 million followers to begin with?
So is like the rest of this video going to be like an hour, well, 50 minutes of her talking about Z, and then the last 6 minutes is how dating this guy lost her all those followers? Because I feel like a lot of the times with these videos on Rotten Mango or Stephanie, that is something that happens where like the first half, if not even more than the first half, is devoted to just build up, and then you talk about what's the actual story.
She starts
With the
social
headline?
media in 2019. The way Z looks, she is so pretty. I don't know
It's mousy, I think, is what we're gonna call this.
how else to describe it.
Because she says she doesn't know how to describe it. It's the mouse look.
Her chin is so pointy. You don't even need a fucking pizza cutter. You just say, hey Z, can I get a help over here? And she just 16 slices, not even 8. She'll do 16 slices. You know those pizza cutters that are and you have to keep pulling the pizzas apart? No, it would be clean sliced. You don't even have to.
Is that too sharp?
No, her chin is incredible. Her
Okay.
Well, roll back real quick. Speaking of mousy,
you don't even have to.
Is that too sharp?
No,
like
her
the mousy look, she literally has like what, a mini bow on her head. It might even be just like mini ears, like because you see this black ear. I think this is just a mini mouse. I don't know what you would call the headband. There we go.
chin is incredible. Her
Okay.
physique is incredible. She's got them 90-degree shoulders that I am so jealous of. Every part of her
What do you-
is
you have-
just.
You have 90 degree too. 70 sets with her shoulder like all the way up.
When I'm anxious, this is how I sit. I feel like this is superior than 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's a no neck.
So then she starts making these videos, and I was thinking, okay, well, duh, she's pretty. She's gonna sit there and she's gonna do her makeup, and I'm gonna eat this shit up. She's gonna give fashion tips. I'm gonna eat it up. She could honestly just post not even music, silent TikToks of just like body checking me, and I would eat it up. But no, Z is kind of cool. She has this best friend named Hidanto. Why did that sound Korean? She's got this best friend that she would always post with, and the two of them are nicknamed Goofy Goddesses because they're fucking weird. Like, they're so pretty. They're drop dead gorgeous, but every single video they post, you're like, that girl is fucking weird in the best way possible. She'll do these boba challenges where she takes a boba cup and she's trying to drink it. Like, there's no lid, there's no straw, and she just picks it up with her teeth. And the challenge is to drink some of the tea with no hands, and then the boba will just splatter all over her. Like,
Okay.
it's just, she's just kind of like a goofy girl. You just don't expect that from someone that looks like a supermodel. That's all people have.
And again, mousy look. I don't know, supermodel. I know we keep saying how pretty she is. It's interesting look. I think it's an interesting look. But I don't know if it's like, is it conventional? Would you call someone who looks like her conventional? Maybe it just is in China? Question mark, because this is Chinaverse, right? So in China, so I think we talk about China here. But is this the conventional look in China? Because I think it's just like a unique mousy look, which is like an archetype.
To say. It's just
I
unexpected.
like you. Body like a bottle.
Why are you laughing though?
Wait, what?
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing with you.
Not at me.
Not at you.
She would go to Heidi Lau and then just like pretend to be a server. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm telling you, you just watch her video and you're like, that girl is so weird. But in the best way possible. She's not camera shy. She doesn't really care about how people perceive her. She is very unapologetically herself. And so people freaking love her, okay? She's got 11 million followers because of this. Even when she talks about her plastic surgery, because people are asking her, a lot of her haters are like, well, is she really that pretty when she's had that much work done? And she will sit there in her live stream and she will say, are you guys asking me if I got 40% of my face done right now? Babe, I got 100% of my face done. You don't even know. I don't even think there's something I didn't do. I think I did everything to my face. Just from, not even just my face, I think from head to toe. Let me think. Yeah, I even had hair implants. In the past, I told viewers I had my forehead left of just natural beauty, you know? And then I got a hair transplant, so. Then I did some fat grafting on my forehead. But other than that, I did everything. I did my eyes 3 times. My nose is also fake, obviously. And my mouth, I even lifted the corners of my mouth, and then I got the fillers. And then I injected the center of my face. And I also shaved down my bones because I told my injector, because she kept getting me fillers, because I really like my chin to be very long and pointy. I said, I want it so long, I want it to touch the floor. And then she said, the fillers are not working anymore. Like, you can't keep getting fillers. So I said, okay, grab a chainsaw and saw off half of my face and make my chin long and pointy. So then I did that. And then I got my boobs done. Oh, and then I got my legs straightened. Yeah, you didn't even know that. That was a procedure, right? I did that.
Yeah, I was literally going to say, like, what do you mean get your legs straightened? What does it even mean? It's like the guy. It's almost like the guys, you know, breaking their legs in half, putting in the rods so they can gain height. It just sounds like something like that. Getting your legs straightened. Because that's the only leg procedure I know is like that horrible one that some guys are doing, you know, to gain extra height.
I also injected my shoulders. Yeah, 5 injections on each side. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, I got my ears done. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that is the prominent thing on her face, which is giving her the mouse look, is that her ears are very extended out.
What did she do?
And prominent.
She's explaining because her face, she just wanted it super small. And everything she's doing, she's shaving it. There's like bone dust in the air, okay? Every part, she's like grafting it. She's Picasso. She's Michelangelo grafting it out of marble. And then she's like, why is my face still not the way I wanted? So there's this new trend in China where you...
Is it like fold your hair out a little bit or no?
Yeah, you fold your ears out. So it makes your face look small. And they say you look like a youthful elf.
I think that's what happened. Do you remember the 宝宝今年18岁?
Just turned 18? Why is she talking like that, though? Is she trying to talk like that? There's no way that's her real voice, though, right?
That one? Her
I'm
ear,
just 18.
baby's only 18, and then her ear is like a fucking elephant. Yeah, I think that's what she did.
Like in China, I feel like this is becoming more common, but the American netizens were fucking having a field day. They
Yeah, the Dumbo ears, because you just said elephant, but I think I'm down with the ears like that.
said she can hear tomorrow. She can hear tomorrow coming. She can hear your thoughts.
I wonder if that changes how you hear, though. It's like how the audio is bouncing off things. Like, would you hear better or worse with them facing outward like that instead of to the side? Also, I'm just realizing the internet is off. Can't catch a break. I mean, I had to just plug it back in. I'll pause once I finish talking about it. But yeah, since they're facing forward, does the sound bounce / reverberate off of the front of the ears into the ear, or what? Because now you could argue the sound's being catch from the front, but maybe actually sound from the back isn't being caught as easily. I don't know if that matters or not, or if our ears just don't matter because they're so devolved into being useless at this point compared to normal, or not normal, but other animal ears. I don't know.
So she did
That's
the elf
crazy.
ears, which honestly, she looks fire.
I mean, I don't think they're elf. It's again a mousy look, which a mousy look is. I'm not making that up out of thin air. Like that is a look, but I mean, if you want to go elf, it actually has to be pointy and way more longer than that. She's literally just mouse. She literally had a Minnie Mouse headband on at one point. Like she's clearly going for a mouse look.
It made me want to get elf ears.
Stop calling them elf ears.
But I just keep imagining myself
Mouse ears.
70. and then you just have Sophie's kids running around going, hey, great, I don't even know what I am to you, but why the fuck your ear's so big? It would just look weird. Anyway, and then she starts ranking how painful her surgeries are. She's like, well, I would say that hair implants were worse than my jaw reduction, shaving my jaw. And then
Hair implant is worse than sawing your bone off?
she said it was the most painful.
What?
Yeah.
That is so unexpected.
She said the hair implants were so painful.
Whoa.
And then she said, but her boob implants were pretty bad too. Because I think she was like doing stuff with her ribs and shit. And then she was like, okay, so I would say hair, boobs, and then no, I would say hair, boobs. Yeah, hair, boobs. Let's do that. And then she goes, well, no, because then I just did the ears. The ears were the second most painful. That shit was so painful. You can ask my assistants. I'm sorry for people who don't want to hear this. My assistant was wiping my pee for like a week straight. Oh, it was so bad. So it's hair, boobs, healthier surgery, and then probably like my third eye surgery. Yeah. She was like, that was pretty bad. I mean, I couldn't even do anything. And then she was like, oh yeah, this is what I look like. So she would share before and after pics. She would post during pics. It was really hard to hate her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like they hate
I forget what I was going to say, though. Who is this person that you can literally modify your entire body with plastic surgery? Right? Who were you before being an influencer? Like, who the heck are you?
haters are like, you have so much work done. And she was like, what didn't I have done? Give me suggestions. I love this shit, okay? And she
Isn't that actually... Hold on. Isn't this becoming a problem, though? Because sure, you can do whatever you want. I'm just moving the mic so if it gets loud. That's why. Isn't plastic surgery addiction a thing? Because I feel like, okay, now we have a problem. She's had so much work done, but she's like, hey, give me more suggestions for more work. I feel like she's addicted to plastic surgery, which is not good. Because now it's actually a problem. I probably said that like 1,000 times already, but yeah. Like, we have issues now. Also, if the model's moving around too much, like shaking too much, it's because I don't have any lights on. Because I removed the light that I use with the webcam. I could just turn the ceiling fan on, but do I really want to get up and do that? No. But yeah. I feel like someone needs to have an intervention with her because I feel like she's addicted to plastic surgery. And she needs to go to rehab.
She would even comment on her own before and after. Like if a hater posted it, she was like, first she was a ghoul, like a ghost, like an ugly gargoyle. And now she's a doll. She's like about her own self.
Oh, she comment as a hater to herself.
No, if haters post it, she'll comment on her account being like, before she was a monster and now she's a doll. Like about her own.
Okay.
So all of this, her goofiness, her lack of care for that, she's just giving girls girl. In the span of 5 years, she would end up having actually not 11 million followers. I think her most highest followed account is 14 million followers. Damn. She's got like multiple accounts, but she would win awards for her influencing.
Okay. For her hair transplant.
no, for her influencing. It's always weird when influencers win award. You did a lot of whatever you do. We don't know what you do. We don't know if it's good or bad to society, but you did it. Okay. So she won a lot of awards. And then out of nowhere, April 2024, this is where she starts hitting the fan. She posts on social media across her accounts, and it's a picture of her. And
What? I can't tell what it has on that.
the caption is
Obviously, it's a pregnancy test, but I don't know what's what, especially since it's in Chinese. I don't know which one's which.
1 + 1 = 3. And there's a collage of her and this significant other, this man that she's blurred out, and indicating that she's pregnant with this man's child.
Like this is like a not husband, like a launch of a man as well as a pregnancy announcement.
Yes. But prior to this, she was never doing like here's my boyfriend, but I'm not going to show him for privacy reasons.
People didn't know she was dating.
They thought she was fucking single as a Pringle.
Yeah, it's probably the parasocial thing was happening. Maybe that's why 4 million dropped out. Because of the that's what you would assume by default, right? If you're an influencer, possibly not necessarily giving the girlfriend treatment, but because that is something that people do, giving the girlfriend/boyfriend treatment online, just like making people think, or not necessarily making people think, but like treating them like you're their girlfriend/boyfriend, but it's just parasocial transaction online. You watch them and give them money. They treat you nice? Question mark. we're not getting into any of that. But yeah, you could argue a lot of people probably became, well, 4 million people possibly became parasocial with her and thought she's going to be single and like they were the one, yada, yada, yada. It's typical idol stuff, right? Because idols have to do this too. We've done this, talked about this probably like in the K pop stuff. Like, get a boyfriend, immediately everybody hates you. So I'm guessing it's kind of the same thing here. Again, the parasocial stuff. But I feel like this is like just, I guess like, neither one is more prominent, right? Like maybe sometimes it is, like a lot of times it is in K-pop, but sometimes apparently it isn't like that. It just depends on the person and the company and their image, I guess. And then with influencers, specifically a certain kind, again, that's giving that kind of parasocial relationship online, you're gonna have people like that who are treating it like this person actually is their girlfriend or boyfriend, and then losing it once they find out that's not how things are.
And suddenly she's pregnant, and here is this man. And of course, this whole shit blows up. Everyone is in a frenzy. Who is this man? They're not upset or anything. They're happy for her. They're just so confused. And they're also like, how did you hide it so well? You post all the freaking time. How did you hide this relationship? Everybody starts reposting, and they're like, we got to figure out who this guy is.
Okay, so we're saying that this isn't parasocial anger, and it's just they figure out who he is, and they're like, okay, we're dipping. Like, I mean, we're only 12 minutes in, so I guess we're gonna figure out like the main reason why they got it mad. Also, is this a massage chair? What is this in the background?
Realize that in the photos that she posted of him, she not only blurred his face, but she blurred his tattoo sleeve. Like one of his, he's wearing a short sleeve black shirt.
Yeah.
Is it you? No, I'm just kidding. He's wearing a short sleeve black shirt, and then one singular arm she has drawn to be like a long sleeve black shirt, but the other one is a short sleeve. Does that make sense? So she edited it to cover his tattoos. So clearly his tattoos are identifiable. So then people start going through her old posts, and they're looking at all the pictures that she takes with her friends. And there's like only one guy, because he doesn't have any tattoos anywhere else. So it's just one sleeve. He doesn't have any on his other arm. He doesn't have any on his neck. So it's got to be this guy. They click on his account. Turns out the guy that she's dating, the guy that she is pregnant with his baby, is Han Yi. He's another doing influencer with 800,000 followers. Loser.
I was gonna say he looks way different.
With his baby is Han Yi.
Way different here. Actually, he looks better here. The image that's on the thumbnail, does he have like frosted tips or something? I was like, meh. Doesn't look that good. I wouldn't use the word hot. This image here, that's okay. The one that she has in the thumbnail, not good.
He's another doing influencer with 800,000 followers. Loser. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's got a full forearm sleeve. His tattoo design is matching the one that netizens saw in her post with her friends. So it's just kind of connecting. It's got to be him. And when you go through his doing, he seems like, I mean, nobody really knows who this guy is, but it seems like he's second generation rich. He's just old money. Like everything is just luxury, luxury, luxury.
What does he post? What kind of content?
Cars, thirst traps. Like, you know that trend where you like pull on a rope and then you're
Yeah, like that picture there with the it's not even frosted tips. His hair's just dyed blonde. It's like not a good picture in my opinion.
hugging
Bad
on
picture.
a leash, but it's your fucking Lamborghini Aventador, LaFerrari. Like he's the type to do that shit.
Also, I don't know if I sound different. I don't think I do, just because of how quietly I speak. But my room now, because it's pretty empty and devoid of most things now, it actually has an echo to it. So I don't know. I don't think that's gonna be picked up. But if I talk loud enough, I can actually hear it like reverbing off the walls, which is like oof.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Now that we're talking about it, how is that even safe? I think about that every time I see those videos. I never see anyone in the driver's seat. So you're telling me it's on neutral? That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. No, that is so hazardous.
Neutral is not dangerous.
It's dangerous.
In the parking lot?
It's dangerous.
Okay.
You don't think it's dangerous?
It's still very, very heavy, the car.
Oh.
It's not on a hill. It's not going to roll around.
But I feel like it's dangerous.
Okay.
And every time I see it, I go, you're rich, but it's dangerous. Okay.
Put on the seatbelt.
Cut, what's wrong with you? He'll post him traveling everywhere, and his entire page is just reeking of money. So they're like, okay, maybe he's this old money, second generation, not really as famous as her, but probably way more rich than her. Is the vibe.
Yeah, is he just lying about the money though? Just pretending to be rich, which I don't know if that's like better or worse for like these people, because like, oh, she's just dating a regular dude. She's not like trying to date some like super rich billionaire. But are they gonna get mad because he's some sort of weird super rich billionaire, or is it because they found out that he's a quote unquote loser and that's why they're mad?
Vibe that people have. But immediately, Z's hardcore fans are like, I don't fucking like this guy. I don't like him for the sole reason that he has not posted anything about Z. She just hard launched their pregnancy. Why isn't he posting about her?
Because nobody knows it's him. She hit him.
People don't care.
Oh, okay.
They said, we don't care. You should at least post about the fact that you have a girlfriend. In fact, you don't post anything. Why are you being so secretive? Why are you? She's a big time influencer. She can be secretive, but why are you being secretive? People were very upset for whatever reason. And then it gets a little progressively worse. People start kind of turning to Z and asking, wait, this whole thing is weird. So first of all, he's not making you public. So I don't know why all the fans are under the presumption that he's the one that doesn't want to go public with their relationship. Because I guess they're saying like, if she posted it, she wants to go public. Otherwise, she would have just not posted it at all. Right? But he's not posting anything. That's what netizens think. I don't know if I agree with this, but they're saying, first of all, girl, he did not publicize you. He did not post about you. Secondly, you guys aren't married. I think that's a little overly traditional for me, but continuing. And they say, third, the pictures you guys are posting are of you guys at a hotel. Think twice. Like, I feel like you deserve better than this. I don't know. This just isn't the relationship that I was picturing in my mind. And also, his account just seems like a boy. And then finally, after all that hate, he hard launches their relationship on his account. He posts about them a few days after this. It's 3 pictures of him inside of a fucking water tank.
Yeah, how did y'all get this? Because you have like those mermaids, right, that do this for a living. Mermaids, quote unquote. You know, the people who dress up like mermaids and like swim around in tanks, right? It's like what he's doing right now, but how did he get in there? How did he get permission to get in there? How much money does she have? Because again, we're saying he's a loser, right? So how rich was he? It's not from being an influencer, because I feel like she just became an influencer out of nowhere. So how did she have all the money beforehand to get all these surgeries? She must have been like quantum rich before this. So is she paying for this shot? Question mark. Letting him get inside the water tank.
I don't fucking know.
Water tank? What does that even mean?
So I said aquarium. It's like a see-through square filled with water for photo shoots, and he's just like bobbing like an apple in the water tank. I don't know why.
Wait, he's in the water swimming?
Yeah. And then he's like hand up against the glass, and then she's standing outside looking at him. And
Like
then,
he's a fish in the water?
yeah,
He's a piece of fish in the water?
yeah, he's a mulgogi in the water.
What? It's like an advertisement, like they did like a photo shoot, like type of content. Like they purposefully set up this whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
to hard launch the relationship.
Oh my goodness.
I was like,
okay.
this is a lot to hard launch. You could have just hit them with like a bing, you
Yeah.
know? And then the caption is, for you, I am everlasting commitment, never to be regretted.
Oof.
And then, of course, the haters came back and said, Cut, is it always about you? Like, why are you in the fucking water tank? First of all, why the fuck is there a water tank? Like, this is so stupid.
Sure. Also, again, like he needs to get rid of the blonde hair because he just looks better with black. But if getting to the water tank, we're thinking about this logically. If she's pregnant, screwing around in this water tank is dangerous. So if someone was going to do the silly little thing, it would be him. Because what if she actually accidentally drowns? I mean, we're kind of like saying who would be better to drown. Would it be him or her? Like we're weighing whose life is more important. But I mean, technically, we're saying like it's safer for him to do it than her because she's pregnant, allegedly. So something else too, right? Even possibly just having to hold your breath for X amount of time. Who knows what that can, like, the effects of that on a pregnancy could have. It's probably not crazy, but I'm just like thinking of anything as to like why you could logically be like, okay, they wanted to do this silly thing in the water tank, but it's better for him to do it than her. Question mark.
This feels. Why can't it be about Z? Like, why are you? I don't know. These netizens were just fucking hating on this guy and like agreed. Okay. So then he goes onto a live stream trying to continuously redeem himself. He's like, guys, I know that all fucking 14 million of you love Z. And I'm telling you right now, I'm a very detail oriented man.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm gonna take such good care of her. Look at this cookbook. He pulls up a cookbook that's still in the plastic lamination. And he's like, I bought this cookbook.
And I read through it 10 times
So
through the plastic.
Laser focused, locked in. He says, I'm gonna learn how to cook for her. I'm not gonna let this relationship turn into a joke. I am gonna work so hard to be the best father. And if I don't look good enough to be a visual influencer, and everyone's like, bro, to call yourself the visual influencer is crazy. He says, I will switch paths and do something else. You know, these are all the things that I plan to do. I will not let Z be unhappy if she's with me. Truly. I mean, at this point, what can the netizens do? They're like, okay, fine. Just keep your word. Treat her well. We fucking love her. Okay, like, we'll literally come and find you if you do some shady shit. So after this, he posts this and everyone thinks, okay, fine. Old money guy, Nepo baby, second generation rich boy, and influencer that's fucking influencing. It's honestly kind of a power couple. It's kind of a vibe. They're all
Sure, but we still need to know what they mean by loser. Does he end up doing something bad to her? Or is it just the fact that he isn't rich?
all on board with it until an anonymous post goes viral. Oh, you gotta hate when that anonymous post comes to ruin the relationships. You gotta hate it. It's a girl, let's call her Lindsay. And she says, y'all aren't gonna believe what just happened. That guy, I'm not gonna list any names in my anonymous post, but there is a guy who is dating and has impregnated a very famous female influencer. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna say who. See, I'm not gonna say who. But he's impregnated her and they launched their relationship. And I was thinking, the timeline doesn't add up because I was meeting that guy at hotels for a while.
Ooh.
And the timeline is not timelining.
Why is she not? Oh, okay. I think she doesn't want to start more drama because.
Why is she not telling Z? Is that what you're asking?
No, why is she not just calling out this guy's name, right?
Okay. I thought you were going to say, why is she not telling Z? Which is a really good question.
Z, yeah.
Are you asking me that question?
Yes, why didn't she tell
Well, now he is because she wants him to ask. She wants him to ask her that question.
Z?
That's where the post gets crazy.
Okay.
She said, what's crazier is I reached out to the female influencer and I told her, I gave her screenshots. I showed her everything, hotel stuff, Uber stuff.
I mean, obviously, we're not going to be able to see what anything that's going on. I mean, we have I'm guessing this is the 11th day of the second month, so February 11th, I'm guessing is what's going on here. Maybe, yeah. It's up here too, so something happened in February 11th, question mark.
Everything. And then the next day, she posted a vlog of them going wedding dress shopping.
Okay.
Let me throw it back because we clearly know it's Z. So she gets a text from this girl named Lindsay and she texts, sis, there's a problem with Han's character. He contacted me for casual sex during the new year of 2022, 2023, and 2024. Like we basically fucking rang in every single new year together for the past 3 years. Okay. And this was when I was a college student. We met up on like a social networking app. Later, I found out that he used to be a host at one of like the host clubs. Then he became an internet celebrity pretending to be a rich second generation kid, but he's not. And he would scam wealthy
Okay, so he's not rich.
women and solicit hookups every single where he goes. I have evidence of him contacting me in January, which you probably would have been pregnant in January. So if you respond to me, I will send it to you. Z responds, huh? Yes, he contacted me again when he returned to his hometown of Anshan. At the end of January this year for Chinese New Year. You can check it if he had any hotel bookings on February 11th. He also didn't tell me that he had a girlfriend then. Were you guys together February 11th? Remember, the pregnancy announcement was like April. Was he with you at the hotel on February 11th? Yes, I have screenshots of our conversations. How can I send them to you? So she's like, okay, I'll follow you. They start sending the screenshots. And Z is like, wait, what time on February 11th? Around 5 p.m. So Lindsay sends all these and she's like, okay, I did my part. That's all I have to do. I'm not going to make like an online post about it until the next day she wakes up and there is Z posting about them going wedding dress shopping. And it's like, hello, fellow wifeys. Today is Monday and my husband is taking me to get a custom dress.
I mean, they could have been scheduled, question mark. I mean, that probably isn't what's happening here, but the post could have been scheduled. I don't know if it's TikTok or what. Can you schedule posts on wherever they're posting? Because I wouldn't know, right? Because I keep saying that I have not used TikTok before or whatever this app is. It might be... I don't know if it's like WeChat or Weibo or is Douyin or something. Because these are just words I'm throwing around that I have no clue what I'm saying. But I'm guessing they work the same way. Can you schedule a post like you can on YouTube at any of these places? Or like Twitter, you can schedule a post on Twitter. Allegedly, you can schedule posts on Instagram, but if someone knows how to do that, let me know because I've never been able to schedule a post on Instagram when I need to post art or like the 3D models that I make, I usually try to have them all go up at the exact same time on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. But it means I have to schedule it on YouTube and Twitter whenever. And then I have to, in real time, post the thing on Instagram because I can't schedule it. So whatever I have time, it's usually like 1 o'clock. Because like 1 o'clock allegedly is like peak hours. So that's when I would post it. Or like 12 maybe. You have to sit there, wait until 12 or 1, and then like post it the minute the clock hits like 1 o'clock, right?
And Lindsay is sitting there like, what the heck? And she even posts a meme. It's like a dog pointing at its head. Like, hello?
Doge.
What's going on in there? Are you there? Do we have similar brains? Like, what? I'm completely dumbfounded by this action. How do you go wedding dress shopping the next day? So then she goes online. That's when she decides to make the post. Of like a female influencer with 14 million followers officiates
Okay, so it is Douyin.
her relationship. Stormy pregnant. Like, it's just nonstop. She's like, this is everything that's happened. And she's showing little bits of proof online. She even tells Z, like, my first meeting with Han was weird. This was in 2022 during New Year, and we got carried away. We had sexual relations. We had taken precautions, or at least I thought that I had brought a condom. I bought the condom. And then he had taken it off halfway because he said it was uncomfortable. And then he accidentally finished. And then afterwards, he transferred me $14 to go buy a plan B.
14. I'm guessing just 100, whatever their currency is, equates to $14? Question mark. Also, charge your phone.
A few days later, which is crazy because like a plan B in America is like $50. Anyway, a few days later, I discovered that he had deleted me on WeChat. So he made me go through all of this and then deleted me. But then the next year, I saw him again on a dating app. And I assumed because his account was not verified that this was like a catfish. But upon adding him on WeChat, I realized it was not a catfish. And then he kept trying to meet up with me. I didn't go to see him. And then eventually, like, okay, fine. Like, we met up and we did it again.
What does this guy look like? Is he like super hot or something?
He looks like every male doing influencer. Like,
Again, the blonde hair. I'm sorry. He's so ugly with the blonde hair. I'm sorry. I had to say it. It's just oof. Just go back to black. It's so much better that way. I guess I don't know if like him flaring it up like this also is a problem. Like this, like a lemon ice cone head. I don't know what to say other than that. But like just stop it. Dye your hair back to black and just keep it that way. Cause like oof, that ain't it. That ain't it.
they have that vibe. You know, he got a lot of he gets a lot of fame for being double door.
Double door.
This, like some of the black is fading in, and this is probably why I was saying like frosted tips. This is a bit better because it's not as like lemon ice cone, but still, I think the black was just fine.
Or?
Double door fridge.
Oh.
Double decker bus.
Oh, he got a fridge body.
Yeah, he got that brick body. He's got like that golden, tiny little fingerling potato head on a watermelon that's sideways type of shoulders, right? Yeah, that's where he gets a lot of his clout. However, one girl would say, one time I leaned up on his shoulder and I heard a plastic noise and I was like, what is that? Turns out, not only does he wear shoulder pads, but he wears them until they're no longer sticky, so then he just tapes them on his shoulder with like duct tape and packing.
So that's not real, but that was a picture of him showing them off. So clearly he doesn't care that people know, question mark. Is just the opposite of Z, right? Z is spending gajillions modifying her body. Again, possibly addicted, need to get some help on that. And he's doing the opposite. He's spending like, what, $2 to just duct tape stuff to his body instead of like physically, for lack of a better word, mutilating his body.
Tape.
I was wondering what type.
Duct tape and packing tape.
I was wondering what type of material is his cloth. Why does it sound like plastic? When I lean on him, like she. Want to know why? Because his shoulder pads are no longer sticky. So he used the duct tape. His 3 giant shoulder pads. I mean, this is Z talking about it. Once he put on, his head looks so small. With shoulder pads on, yep.
I'm gonna die.
What in the world?
There's that. It's gonna get crazier.
What?
So then they keep meeting every single year for New Year, and it gets to the point where she meets him when he's clearly in a relationship with Z, but she didn't know that at the time. And Lindsay is telling her all of this, and Z's response is also bizarre. Z,
It's weird. Isn't it like a weird relationship? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go see this guy one time of year, every year on New Year's. I'm gonna spend my New Year's with this guy every year and have relations with him for 3 years in a row. Possibly not talk to him for an entire 364. But on the 365, we're meeting and hooking up. Like, that feels so weird to just have that on rotation every year. I think, what, 22, 23, and 24, I think?
asks Lindsay, well, babe, did you guys use condoms? And Lindsay was like, yeah, I mean, I bought them, but halfway through wearing them, he would say it's uncomfortable. Like, he always did this. Same thing in 2022, and he would always ask me to take pills. So you guys never wore a condom. How old are you? Were you always studying in Anshan?
What was this? Just nothing, I guess? I was like reading this. So is this her talking to the other girl? Is this what's happening here?
Yeah, I always bought them. I was born in 2000 and I graduated not too long ago. Mainly, I think that he was concealing the fact that he has a girlfriend and you were clearly, you know, getting pregnant. And it's just, that's what I'm just trying to say. Z says, I feel so bad for you, babe. I really didn't expect this because he moved in with me right after we got together. He said his account wasn't very active and he wasn't making much money on social media. So I took pity on him. We lived together. And then he went home for New Year, I guess, to see you. And then I went to Sydney, Australia. I was planning to take him with me to Sydney, Australia, but his visa didn't go through. I just really didn't expect something like this to happen. But I appreciate you willing to talk to me about it. Maybe it's because we're both girls. We can empathize with each other. My mind is such a mess right now and I'm pregnant. So both physically and mentally, I'm feeling very uncomfortable. I feel like I'm on the verge of breaking down and I might need some time to adjust to my emotions and mindset. Since this has happened, I'll think carefully about what to do next because now that I have a baby, I might still need to have a serious talk with him to see what's going on. Today, he was getting really scary though. He was getting angry at me over trivial matters and I was quite scared. Yet from what I saw in your chats, he seems very gentle with you. It's not like the person that I saw today at all. I don't really know what to do. So Lindsay, she posts all of this, like her chats with Z, and she's so confused. She's like, I mean, at first I thought it was weird that her first thing was to ask me about condoms. It was just weird. It was weird. It was weird. But then eventually she opened up and said that she is mentally distraught and so much is going on and she's just all over the place. So she thought,
Well, I mean, you have to be worried about diseases, right? Because obviously she's pregnant, which means he didn't use one with her to make her pregnant, and thus something could be transmitted. So that you could logically be like, okay, that's why she's asking about those.
okay, let me give her the benefit of the doubt. Then the next day, she posts about the dress shopping. So now she's just confused and like, does this girl have a brain or is she not using her brain? Or like, what the hell is going on? Lindsay makes this anonymous submission on a WeChat public account and the scandal starts going freaking viral and everybody starts, unfortunately, turning on Z. Because they're like, you are this girl power entrepreneur. You're like this girl that always advocates for girls having their own thing going on, having their own businesses going on and not depending on men and not being like having love brain. And I don't need a man, but then you're needing a man so bad that you're doing all of this. Like, what is going on? People are getting so upset at Z. Other comments are like, finding out her husband is hooking up and her first reaction is to ask if he used a condom. I mean, lastly, she even ends up saying, I feel so bad for you, babe. Goodness, I feel like she's from the Qing dynasty. What's going on? In general, everybody is just so confused by this. So once this whole thing becomes a storm, Z goes on a live stream and she starts admitting everything that's going on. She's like, okay, you guys want to talk about it? Let's freaking talk about it. So
Is that where she was talking about the shoulder pads? Question mark?
the only reason that I didn't post him on my page was because he was busy taking care of me and he didn't have time to post. I barely had time to post, but my business was more important. So he's not posting me on his page either. It's not that he was trying to hide that he has a girlfriend because he's meeting Lindsay from his hometown, okay? Also, we've been together for more than half a year and throughout our entire relationship, he constantly wanted to get married, but I was the one that refused.
You mean half a year? You've been together 6 months and you're already pregnant and he wanted to get married, allegedly?
And I wanted to take it slow until I got pregnant. So after this whole explanation, more netizens are disgusted. They're like, you got lover's brain, sis. Like, please, you're so blinded by your relationship. You can't even see the truth. What's going on? Nobody believes her, which, like, I think it's sad that everybody's turning on her, but they're all upset with her. So more and more social pressure, and Z decides to private her live stream, and Han privates his entire account. And that day, like over the span of, I think it was like 4 days that this happened, she loses not 4, but 6 million followers total.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that's how she lost it all, because of the expose, basically.
Yes.
Okay, so not even 4, but 6. Even worse than it says in the title.
Wow.
I guess a lot of people said this goes against who I thought I was following. Like, I
Yeah.
thought she was this really independent girl that's
Yeah.
goofy and doesn't care about anyone else. And then now she's like so obsessed with this guy that she's willing to get stepped on. And it's just weird. Then
Yeah, I don't know if this is what I would have assumed was happening here. I thought it might just been, like I said, a parasocial thing, but no, it's just something completely different.
other girls start coming forward. People start coming out of the woodworks with their WeChats from Han. It's like, bro, this guy is such a boy. He will try 1,000% to get in your pants. It's insane. And maybe it
Okay, so we kind of already understand. And we already knew this, but now we really know what kind of loser he is. Well, I guess also with the money too. It's like both of them. He doesn't have that much money, which that's fine, but he's also just a player slash whatever word you want to use for that. Again, I feel like people try to say like the word player is a good thing. I don't know where that came from, because when I was young, the word player was not a good. Being a player was a bad thing. So when I'm using the word player, I'm using it derogatorily.
was more women coming out because all of a sudden, Z's post with Han, gone. She deletes all of her posts with Han, and it seems like they're no longer dating. On April 18th, she does a live stream to talk about the issue.
How long after was that?
Like a week.
Oh, wow.
She's like, okay, let's really talk about the issue, because previously I wasn't talking about the issue. Let's really talk about it now. Let's dissect it, pull it apart, piece it together. Let me tell you why I posted the dress shopping vlog even after I found out and got that message from Lindsay. That vlog was filmed
Again, she could have just like argued that it was scheduled ahead of time, and then she forgot to unschedule it.
a long time ago in March. Here, you can see my camera roll. It's dated in March. It's not like I found out and the very next day I was like, oh yeah, let's go film a vlog. Let's go look at dresses. I'm not a freaking idiot. And then she goes on to state, obviously she was emotional because she was pregnant with his baby. She didn't want to badmouth him because ultimately she's pregnant. So this is still the father of her child eventually. She just wanted things to be amicable while she figures out what's going on. But netizens have kept spinning it and spinning it and spinning it into this thing. And like, fine, we broke up, okay? The internet is telling me he's a cheater and I didn't see it, obviously, but now I see it and I don't want to be with him. She posts that live stream and people are now defending her. So they're like, you know what? You're right. You were pregnant. So maybe you did have some hormones in your brain that were not correct, that we did not resonate with, because so much was going on. And I'm sure it was very stressful and it was embarrassing to have this all happen in the public eye. So fuck you, Han. They start turning on Han. And you would think that this guy who privated his entire account because he didn't want to get any of the negativity, he would just sit still and do nothing. He's like a cat on a hot tin roof. That's what they said about him. Oh yeah, he starts going online and he's saying Z did everything. The pregnancy was unplanned, but when she learned that I got her pregnant, because I'm such a stud, because I'm such a daddy. He likes to call himself daddy in videos, and
There's no way he says that, right? I mean, I guess that's probably confirmed, but like, really? Calling yourself that?
No way.
in text messages.
You're kidding me.
I mean, he didn't say that in this video, but in text messages, he's always like, "Daddy's coming." I mean, not that coming. Daddy's coming to the hotel.
It's not any better.
Yeah, I know. It's all worse, okay? And he said when she learned that she was pregnant, she saw this as an opportunity. She wanted to use this situation to stir up a scandal, attract attention, and then she knew that she was going to terminate the pregnancy within 2 months. She just
I don't know about all that already. Because, like, she has 14 gazillion followers. Like, why does she need a scandal? She's already, like, made it. She probably already had made it before even getting those 14 million, because she had to be rich to get this plastic surgery, right? So I feel like that's just unnecessary to the point of being like, why would she do that? And it would be dumb to do that.
She just wanted to get all the vibes. She wanted to be like, hi guys, I'm pregnant. Oh my God, I lost a baby. She is a sicko. She's sick in the head. And she wouldn't let me tell the internet the truth. I felt like this was very wrong. Every time I tried to post about it, her scary ass team, because she's an influencer with 14 million followers or whatever, her scary ass team would come and take my phone away from me. They were controlling me. Like she was smoking, drinking, doing everything during her pregnancy. It was crazy.
It sounds like such a crazy thing to say. Maybe he's telling the truth. Who knows? And he's saying during her pregnancy, which implies that there's some like connotation behind that, like as if she's not pregnant anymore. At that point, I was silenced by her team, Her team's manipulation. I couldn't even explain myself. My alone surely couldn't compete with her whole team. I guess me alone.
Okay.
That's a crazy allegation.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I am getting framed right now. I mean, she did this to increase her popularity. I don't even think that we were really in love. So yeah, I was going and meeting other girls. What can I say? Immediately, Z follows up with the live stream. She says, okay, you guys want to slander my name right now? You want to listen to Daddy Han, that he calls himself? Let me tell you what actually happened.
Who's like listening to him? He has like less than 1 million followers, right? So is anybody even listening to him at this point? Question mark? Compared to her? Like, she's the big one here. Like, he's the little guy.
Because I have been trying to keep it classy. I have been trying to keep it so cordial. I lost the freaking baby from stress and I got the hospital record.
Okay, so she's admitting that the child's gone now. So child is gone. We didn't know that yet. But because he mentioned it, now she's saying it. She did lose a child. So now it's like, okay, you confirmed that it is now gone. That also puts up in the air who's telling the truth now.
Records to prove that, first of all. And then second of all, let me fucking tell you everything that's happened. Because I don't want to throw anyone down in the mud and drag them around. Oh yeah, but let's freaking do it. She said, second generation rich, up my ass, you stupid bitch. Okay, so first of all, you have 800,000 followers on Douyin, and you came to live with me immediately afterwards in my 5,000 square foot loft. You were not working, you were barely posting videos, you were barely making any money, you have no income, and all you would do while you were staying in my home that I pay for is eat, sleep, drink, and repeat. You would wake up at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I would wake up at 8 a.m. to go to work. We go.
Yeah, what is her job, though? Again, 14 million followers. Like, what is her job? Also, aren't we just repeating what we already know at this point, that he's a loser? Question mark? I feel like we already all, like, the public already knew all this about him at this point.
Go to bed at the same time every day around 3 or 4 in the morning, but I get up at 8 every morning to start getting ready to stream and shoot, as well as handling my own business, whereas you sleep until the sun is high in the sky until it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I would be worried. I would think, oh, I bet he's hungry. So I'd go to wake you up, and you would fucking yell at me. Don't you know I'm very sleepy? Don't you know that you've been noisy all morning?
Okay. Wow, she's getting riled up.
Yeah. Not only does he wake up late and yell at her for being too loud while she works, he would get mad because she didn't wake him up to post his Douyin videos. He's like, why didn't you wake me up? I had to post today. You know my best time to post is like 11 a.m.
You should just be doing that stuff in advance. Like, hello? Just schedule that stuff. Is he, like, so big of a loser he doesn't schedule? Again, I don't know if Douyin can schedule stuff, but if you can schedule stuff, just do that stuff a day in advance, hello? So you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Okay. He's like, why didn't you wake me up?
My fans are waiting.
My fans are waiting, okay? And then he would turn to her team that she employs, that she hired, and would say, what should my caption be? And now, out of your little mouth, Han, you are saying that my team was controlling you? Bro, did you forget all of this? Did you fucking forget all of this? And you think that I got pregnant for publicity? Just announcing any relationship, not even with you, just any relationship with anyone would have gotten me a lot of publicity, okay? Okay? I'm just saying that right now. That's what I'm just saying. Why would I have to put my body through that? And what benefit would you bring me? Huh? Like, what benefit? You're saying that I'm using you for publicity? What publicity? You get no views. And she's like, honestly, I feel her anger. It's like when people just say the most unhinged stuff. It's not even in the realm of sensicalness. Like, it's just...
That sounds like if he wasn't like a bad guy or anything. I said earlier that, well, not in these exact words, but if she's like with this guy, she's not doing it because of money or anything like that, or fame, because he, like, again, doesn't even have 1 million followers compared to her. She seems like she already had like $1 bajillion before even becoming a 14 million follower influencer. And again, we can already assume that he had no money, and she would obviously know out of anybody that he doesn't have any money, so she's not there for that. She's just there for him. Question mark. So
you're so insane. She's like, you're not even a big social media influencer. Why did I do this? Who exactly is giving who attention? Do I need to use you for publicity? What do I gain? You can clearly see that the account that you've accused me of using you for a publicity stunt, I've lost over 4 million followers. I've lost over 4 million followers. Oh, I was smoking and drinking during my pregnancy? No, I wasn't. But you know who was smoking during my pregnancy while I was pregnant before I lost the baby? You. So I was just constantly inhaling secondhand smoke. So yeah, I guess I was fucking smoking. Are you gonna blame me for losing the child? Why didn't you mention anything about your cheating? Z goes on to list how she paid for freaking everything, okay? She is a housekeeper. He would wake up at 3 p.m. He'd be hungry. He would either ask the housekeeper to make some food, or he would ask Z to order food, or he would ask Z so that they can go out to get food. She paid for flights, hotels, all of the luxury goods.
Oh, from the moment something, food, drink, living, clothing, everything. Going out, hotels, is, I'm assuming probably from the moment he moved in. What haven't I paid for you? Anything you wanted?
Everything. Everything on his body, his iPhone, every new iPhone, everything she paid for. And also, here's a fucking cookbook. It's still in plastic.
Oh, so she has his cookbook?
I'm sweating. She's so funny. She says, hey, I paid for literally everything. And then you know what you would do? Oh, okay, just you wait.
She's eating him up.
She's like, we were trying to go to Sydney, Australia, right? And when you're a Chinese national trying to go to Sydney, Australia, you have to prove a bunch of shit. You have to prove that you have money in your account because, you know, like a lot of places, they don't want you to come on a tourist visa and then just stay.
Right.
So you have to prove that you have a certain amount of money. He couldn't get the visa because you need 6 months of bank statements and his bank balance was zero.
What?
She says, no, it's not. It was near zero. It was literally zero. So your visa got denied.
Went to take you to Sydney. Visa application needs to check 6 months bank statement. My bro's balance is zero. Why she call him my bro? How did you even hang out? Morning, he texts me, miss you. Miss me so much. Afternoon, gone for 3 hours. At a hotel, being called daddy, in quotes.
And this is when he's messaging Lindsay. And she's like, so I'm paying for your food. I'm paying for the clothes on your back. I'm paying for the iPhone. But you're going
Also, the Sydney thing happened when he was meeting up with the girl on New Year's, right? So that's what those messages were. It was the New Year's girls' messages.
out there being somebody's daddy? That doesn't make sense. She's like, it doesn't make sense. Who are you playing daddy with outside? What are you role playing outside? But then it gets worse. She starts detailing how Han's ex-girlfriend also accused him of all the same things. So Z is not crazy. Z is not trying to flip the narrative on Han, right? The ex-girlfriend is Teresa. And she said, when I was dating Han, he was so stingy. He was literally a gold digger. Yeah, there was this one time we went to Fendi together and he went to the men's section and he's browsing the jackets and he's like handing out the jackets for the sales associates, like put it in my room, put it in my tab. And then Teresa's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go check out the women's side. And suddenly he gets so anxious. Like he can't even leave her side. He's doing the broke boyfriend hug from the back at a Fendi. And she
I don't know what she's talking about, and I kind of do. I don't know if she's gonna put that image on the screen? Question mark. I don't know. I feel like I've seen. I feel like she's talking about an image, and I've seen it before.
He's like, what the f is going on? Eventually, she ends up paying for not only her Fendi, but also his Fendi.
He always wears something.
Eventually, she ends up paying for not only her Fendi, but also his Fendi.
Also, I don't know what a Fendi is. He always wears a pair of yellow slipper because Justin Bieber wore it once. So many years ago, Justin Bieber wore it, sure. So he thinks this slipper is a fashion icon.
It was crazy. It was just crazy. Everything. She paid for everything. Probably spent tens of thousands of dollars. And all he ever gave her was a mechanical dog toy watch that was $40.
What?
And then Z is on the live stream and she says, let me tell you what's even crazier. So I was reading Teresa's post about this, but it gets crazier. Do you know what a Ducati is? I have this personal assistant that has been with me for years and I trust and appreciate her, so I bought her a car.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe it's a car. I was gonna be like, I don't know what a Ducati is. I guess like a Bucati, the same thing, but it's just a car.
When Han finds out, oh God, he's so jealous. He's so jealous, okay? He's pouting. He starts doing this, doing that.
Pouting.
And I said, what's going on? And he said, I just wish that you would be that nice to me because I don't have the money, but I really want to buy a Ducati.
Okay, so it's a motorcycle.
You know what a Ducati is? It's like
bike.
a Harley Davidson. It's like a bike, okay? And she's like, what are you trying to fucking hint at?
Also, Harley Davidson. What? I feel like you could have said like just motorcycle. She did say motorcycle, but like, what's the other one? Like Kawasaki or something like that? That would have made more sense than Harley Davidson. Like a chopper is not the same thing as like a sports motorcycle. I mean, they're both motorcycle in the motorcycle genre, but like a Harley Davidson, I would consider like a chopper. Which, hold on, I was just like pulling up images of like a Harley Davidson. Like this isn't like full chopper, but I guess this isn't too bad. If you just saw motorcycles, you'd be like, oh yeah, they're the same thing. Because here's a Kawasaki, which is more like a sports bike, right? I guess people, if they look at this, they can't tell the difference, but like there is a difference between these. And the chopper I was thinking of like is way different, but like I feel like this falls under like the chopper category. Let me like look up for like the crazy choppers that I'm like thinking of when I hear like Harley Davidson. I couldn't really find like a good picture of like what I was trying to talk about, but this is like what I mean by chopper. If you don't know what I mean by chopper, also I squiggled this guy's face out. I don't know if it mattered if his face was here or not, but I squiggled it out ahead of time. But yeah, this is what I mean by chopper, like this long bar up front with like bicycle handles, basically. That's what I mean by chopper. So that's what I think of like when I think of Harley Davidson. It's like something that looks like this. So that's why I was just like, what do you mean Harley Davidson? Like this kind of like sports bike is not the same thing as like this. I mean, they're both motorcycle, categorized as motorcycles, but not the same kind of builds, even remotely. I don't know why I went on this like long motorcycle tangent. I don't care about vehicles. It's just, I had to pause there. Had to have a conversation. Don't know what I was talking about. Don't remember. Just the fact that I don't know why I went on like this huge tangent about motorcycles. Again, I don't care too much about vehicles, but I just know what a chopper is. So I was like, when she talked about Harley Davidson, I was like, what? You mean a chopper? Like, what? Those are not the same thing, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we can get back to it.
Dad here. And then at least twice. It's like a bike, okay? And she's like, what are you trying to fucking hint at here? And then at least twice a week, he would tell her, the price of Ducati dropped again. Ducati's having a sale.
That's crazy.
And she's like, if the price dropped, why can't you buy it yourself?
Twice a week, he will tell me, Ducati price dropped. Why? Price dropped, then buy it yourself. Ducati owners, please lock your bike by 3 p.m. Because Han wakes up at 3 p.m.
Also, you think that guy used to look like that? He didn't used to look like that. Every day, he would complain about his fucking Ducati and not having a Ducati, and then he would also complain that his tear trough was too deep. You know what a tear trough is? I'm about to tell you. You know, next
Didn't know what that was called, but I mean, I guess we can clearly see what it is here.
your nose, it kind of sinks in, and as you age, it sinks in a little bit more, right? It's not, I guess, conventionally beautiful. It'll amplify your dark circles and eye bags. Okay, so he wants to get shots to fix his tear trough. I paid like $10,000 for that.
Damn, 10,000 USD?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
It was like 50,000 yuan. How much is that?
Yeah, that's like $8 grand. Wow.
And you know what he does? You know what the number 520 means?
I love you.
Yeah. In
You send me
Chinese.
at $500, 520.
Okay, how much is 520 yuan?
520 yuan would be, I don't know, $80,
No, he sends her
$70.
5.2 yuan.
Oof. 5.2 yuan. So what? Like a penny?
How much is that?
It's like 70 cents.
He sends her 70 cents as a thank you. He
This is wow.
he sends her 70 cents.
But like, you know, his bank account is zero. He's giving her everything. He wasn't lying.
I mean, what the fuck is going on? She even shares his before and after the tear trough picture.
No freaking way.
I feel like there's more than that, because obviously this is gone. But his like jawline here has changed as well. What happened there? Because it's stronger jawline here, but now it's smoothed out to get that rounded face. He could look like a goon in like a movie, and I'm using the proper use of the word goon, the original word goon. You know, like, I know people love when I say this, but like hoodlum, thug. I'm talking about like he looks like he could be a goon in like some sort of movie, right? with this haircut and the way his face looks here compared to whatever's going on over here. So before he was like a goon, but now he's just generic. I don't know, C-pop face, C-pop, K-pop. I mean, because it's China. That's what I'm saying. C-pop face, but generic influencer face. So like, which I guess it depends. I'm not saying he looks better either way, but maybe he does look better here. But I mean, at least he looked like a goon back in the day. Maybe there's someone out there who likes goon.
I'm telling you, it's a different person. I'm telling you, it's a different person. It made me want to. This research made me want to get elf ear surgery and tear trough injections. Throw in a hair transplant while you're at it, because these just be looking good. They look good. I don't know what else to say. They look phenomenal. He looks really good, to the point where netizens are going, wait, who's your doctor? Like, I know this is very serious. I know. But see, who did you pay? Just tell us the doctor's name. And then she continues, you refused to leave when I tried to kick you out. You were crying to me, sleeping until the afternoon, crying, sobbing, not packing, saying, you can't leave, you don't have money. Can you borrow money from you to pay for rent? It was a whole shenanigans. What do you...
Let's roll back on that. Maybe I should just say a henchman, if you don't know what I mean by like goon. I mean, I just said thug hoodlum. A henchman is a good word. So he looked like a henchman. So if you're in the henchman, you might have liked him before he got the surgery, or the... I guess it's not necessarily a surgery, right? It's just injections and whatnot. But yeah, like, do you prefer henchman? Don't know this. Han? His name's Han, right? Henchman Han or generic influencer Han?
He continues, you refused to leave when I tried to kick you out. You were crying to me, sleeping until the afternoon, crying, sobbing, not packing, saying, you can't leave, you don't have money. Can you borrow money from you to pay for rent? It was a whole shenanigans. What do you mean that I was the one controlling you? If I have such a capable team that can control you, would I really have to pay you to make you leave? I could just ask them to throw you out. In fact, you want to talk about my team that was control... Come here, team. Come here, my personal assistant. She doesn't list their names for privacy reasons. She's like, come here. And this cute little woman shows up. She said, this 36-year-old woman wearing pink overalls, she's controlling you?
You said my team, or probably says controlling you. Silencer, come here. She almost looked like just like not Chinese for like a second. I was like holding off on saying this, but like Z obviously is doing what she wants and looking how she wants, but can we get some meat on your bones, please? You just have some mashed potatoes, right? I think I've talked about that before. Parents used to say, you know, you need to eat some mashed potatoes, put some meat on your bones, etc. Or the other way around, like, need to put some meat on your bones, eat some mashed potatoes, right? Yeah. Just have like a plate of mashed potatoes. See?
And her personal assistant is so shy. She's like giggling. She like doesn't even know what to do on camera right now. She's like, I don't know what to do. It's just so obvious that she is so uncomfortable. And she's like, this woman is controlling you. Tell them how you're gonna control him. You know this girl? She went on a trip with me. The wheels on her luggage, they fell off. We have been calling the airline company for 10 days. Still no refund. We are not a capable team that you make us sound like. Okay? We
He is losing it over that.
can't even get a refund for that.
Yo! Oh my
But we're
goodness.
controlling you. We're controlling you. You know what I have to say about you, and my team can attest to this. You have been sitting at this home for more than half a year wearing just your boxers.
He's been there for 6 months.
Yes. Wearing just,
Well, they said they were together for 6 months, right?
just his boxers. Everyone in my team is a girl, and every one of them is so young and shy. And you don't even dare to leave the room when they walk in? Who are you trying to show your little wee-wee to? Let me show you a picture of my full team. Who
I
here
thought
looks...
you said, let me show you guys a picture of his little wee wee.
Honestly, Slay.
That's crazy.
Okay?
You said, probably controlling it, right?
Picture of his little wee wee.
Honestly, Slay.
That's crazy.
Okay?
You said we were calculating all day long. You were in my house, lived here for 6 months, wearing a boxer, walking around. My whole team are girls. Oh, some are so young, we didn't get to see that. Picture was too fast. I mean, I can't really tell off of that. They look pretty old, but I mean you can't tell. They're too far away, but they're probably young. How young is he though? She was born in 2000. She's literally 24 probably when she's making this video. You yourself are young. So who's she calling young when she's like 24? She's 25 now, possibly because it's 2025 and she's born in 2000. So if you're someone who's born in 2000, every year your age will just be the year. Cuz I mean that's just math, right? Simple math. It's 2025, you're 25 years old. So again, I'm saying she's 24. So how young are these people? The one in the overalls, I don't know, not this. I don't think it's the same person. The one in the overalls is 36, right? So she's actually incredibly older than Z. So again, she's not talking about the overall girls. She's talking about someone else, like one of these girls. So how old are them? Yeah, I'm like going on this long tangent about how old are they? Because again, like Z is like just barely got full access to her frontal lobe, question mark. Her frontal lobe's fully developed at 25. I mentioned that before, the whole 25 thing. Your brain isn't fully developed until 25. So she like just barely got her frontal lobe developed. So how young are these other people then? You got minors on your team? Like what the heck? Everyone is too shy to leave the room. Who are you showing your tiny thing to?
But she was like, look at them. Look, what about my team looks threatening? They all look like they're one phone call away from being scammed out of all their money.
Sure.
Okay? Every single one of them. One of them. Okay, we're so capable that we lost 14 million to 8 million in a few days. Yeah, we're so fucking capable.
That's crazy.
You know what's even crazier? He contacted her assistant to ask the assistant to edit his script of how he was gonna frame Z.
What? I feel like, is he just that incapable? He still has to use her team to do this? Saying something like that almost makes it seem like, wait a minute, maybe this, are they in cahoots with each other? Is Z and Han in cahoots actually? And this is just one big, just charade? But it's probably not going to be that. But him asking the team for help almost makes it feel like this whole thing is just a charade.
What? How does that even...
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Yeah. So that's my clarifications. And everyone in the comments goes crazy. They said, I have never seen a rebuttal video so fucking hilarious in my entire life. Like,
Yeah, she was going kind of crazy, but I feel like it was sped up on Stephanie's side, multiplied by the speed up on my side, which is the extra 25, right? So who knows how it actually sounded, but she sounded, hysterical. But it almost seemed like she was acting that way to be funny. Because I think she was laughing at some certain points. Also, her team member was laughing in the background, but that might be just uncomfortable laughing. But I think I did catch Z laughing at some point. So I don't know if she was like truly angry or just like, or what. I feel like a little bit of it was her just being silly on top of being maybe mad.
we knew we made the right person famous. We just needed a reminder.
Let me resubscribe now.
Yeah. Let me delete every nasty vicious thing I've ever said about you and act like I wasn't a flip flopper. I'm just gonna act like I been knew that you were the one to stand. Okay,
Hey.
your logic is so clear, it's smooth, and then overnight the Han memes take over the internet. They call him,
What is this, the like Giga Chad meme, but it's with him without his shoulder pads on? The body Han wants versus his actual body?
Daddy. Okay, the memes are categorized: Daddy Han memes, 5.2 yuan memes, Tear Trough Daddy, and Ducati Daddy.
Oh no.
People started making Han accounts, fake accounts pretending to be Han, and every Han meme video they would go in and comment, "Are you being rude to Daddy right now?"
I feel like this is only going to give him more publicity, right, though? Is he, like, more famous now than he was before?
And some were commenting on his fake account, "I am richer than you. I am second gen. I have 80 cents." $0 brother. Is there any place that you can afford? How can you live so luxuriously with $0? First time that I am richer than...
Yeah, he's just a gold digger, right? Have we had any other gold digger guys on here? I think we have, right? But I just don't remember who it was, but... He's like a scumbag, question mark. And that's not to say like all gold diggers are scumbag. I mean, that's up to the people's opinions of just being a gold digger in general. But again, like people would say, well, if both parties knows what is happening, like one's a gold digger and the other one has the gold, and they both know that, and yet are still together, well then it's fine, because we can say that for them. But in this case, he's just a loser, not because he has no money, but because of the cheating and being a jerk or whatever. I feel like he's allowed to be a gold digger if he's a nice guy and maybe like a cougar or something comes around, is like, yeah, I will be your sugar mama or something, and that's fine. But in this case, he's just like a terrible person. So I feel like you can be a gold digger and still be a good person. I don't think those things are mutually exclusive, being good and a gold digger. So yeah.
Than an influencer. I don't know what to do with this. Refined doing influencer, balance of 0, dazzling tear troughs,
Again, henchman, picture of a henchman.
and the ever-present longing for the Ducati. The scandal got so big, a local Ducati store joined in, and they started posting signs. Hanyi did not buy this one.
What is it?
Hanyi did not buy this one. 'Cause he couldn't buy a Ducati. Only those with dark circles and bad tear troughs can buy Ducati. Only those who wear long boxers can wear Ducati.
Long boxers?
Because he always wears short boxers around her staff. And then it gets crazier. It is exposed that he stole facial cleanser and spent 3 days in jail.
Huh? I was like, what do you mean stole? But like, he actually stole something from a store and went to jail for 3 days.
What?
Like, petty crime?
He spent 3 days in jail because he stole face cleanser, which sounds kind of sad because face cleanser is like a necessity, right? But not really. When you think about, like, he's just going after wealthy women and wearing Fendi, but not buying face cleanser. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's
Wait, facial cleanser? Did you say facial cleanser is a necessity? Question mark? What?
weird. He has so many opportunities to turn his life around. He could have turned his life around when he started dating Z. Like, she's got resources. He can.
Bro, are you kidding me?
Exactly. He could start working hard on his social media career, do something, but no. So we can't feel sympathy, okay? Yeah, he got arrested for 3 days for buying facial cleanser or stealing facial cleanser. It was a whole fucking thing, and everyone was like, the
This
memes.
is before the whole incident, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It was crazy. And then Z was on live stream, and she was like, the craziest thing happened. There's this really famous like billionaire basically in China, and his daughter reached out to me and was like, can I ask what horoscope he is so that I can avoid them entirely? Which is very eccentric and weird, okay? And she responded, he's an Aries. And all the live stream comments go, wake up, Aries, the sky has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, oof, like whatever she said, people who are also there are just gonna get nuked for a while. Wasn't there something similar with the I would say the watermelon thing, but it was a man, right? Because he identified as a man. The guy who was dressed up as a woman and having people come over and give them things for relations, and basically anyone, what was like anyone like buying watermelons and things like that, like little things like that, would be seen on the street and like, oh, you're going to go to Uncle Red, right? Or something like that, right? Uncle Red's, or you're going to go see your uncle or something. I don't remember what it was, but like people were being profiled off of buying watermelons and things like that. So now all the Aries are going to be profiled. Oh, you're an Aries? Goodbye.
Wake up. Oh, shit.
And then it gets worse. Z says those shoulder pads were probably the gnarliest part of their relationship. He would wear 3 shoulder pads on each shoulder.
Does that not look weird?
It looks weird.
I've never heard about anybody wearing shoulder pads, at least like this. Like, I guess in the 80s, the clothes had those shoulder pads, right? That extended out, just built into the clothes. Usually, it was just a style. But whatever the heck he's doing, like super gluing like silicone to his shoulders, like I feel like that's what we just saw earlier in the video. Is that what that was? Just like a gel pad that you just put on your shoulder? Like, who does that other than this guy? I've never heard anyone do that before.
And then he would just like leave them around the house, which is what I do exactly with my boob stickers.
Oh man.
And then people were like, Z, what made you really even like this guy to begin with? Like, what did you see in him?
Yes.
And she says, to be honest, when he wore those shoulder pads, his head looked so small. And his shoulders were so broad. My God, it was manly. But only wore it when he wore those pads. That's it. And I also have a thing for like a northern Chinese accent, so. Yeah.
She's so funny.
She's so funny. Yeah, and then she's the one that said she leaned on him once and it was like a tick, tick, tick sound. It was the fucking plastic.
I guess I'm gonna start wearing some shoulder pads around the house.
No.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Is it like that attractive? Because again, I think he looks so weird. I mean, she's rocking the mousy look, but I don't think he looks that great, especially with the blonde hair. Like, Jesus Christ, like, get rid of that blonde hair. But like, it's like having like a tiny head compared to like your shoulders, like is that the style? See, I can think of someone who looks that way and was like, definitely not. Definitely looks not good. But again, is that just like a style that I don't know about?
Let me see how much those are. Really? This looks like boob stickers. Is that the same type of shoulder? Oh, it
I
is.
think so. Then another post goes viral of someone who messaged Han, and it was, Han, I have some crazy news about Z, like really dirty, nasty news.
This is after, right?
Yeah, message
Must not be real. Probably just a joke or something.
me if you want it. Han is like, good, message me everything that you have. I need all that I can. And then they message. So basically what happened was Z was dating this guy who's obsessed with Ducati and shoulder pads.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was a joke, and you could see there's a picture of his henchman, mugshot, and then whatever else is.
And he
Is
got
it
her
that- yeah.
pregnant, and because he was cheating on her so much, and it's just a recap.
Yeah, again, his henchman mugshot side by side with his influencer mugshot. Well, not mugshot, influencer picture.
Yes, last night's stream.
I'm done.
Oh, the guy cannot. Oh my god.
And then Han comes back on his account. After everybody memes him to hell and back, he comes back with a live stream. And it's titled, My Apology Video. He says,
Is it an apology or is it just more silliness?
I want you guys as the whole internet to supervise. A bad boy turning over a new leaf. Let's all give him a chance. Me. This is an apology video.
这是一条认错视频。
This is an apology video, and he's like screaming.
In the early stages of the relationship, I couldn't resist temptation. I was young, but I've changed. I've listened to the advice. I'm accepting it now, and the whole internet can monitor me like a probation officer. Yes, so I'm going to put it in writing for you guys. Okay?
I mean, he's acting like what the whole internet is going to put him in jail, well, probation, which continues to go with the joke of him used to being. Why can't I say it right? Him having once upon a time looked like a henchman.
Okay. So then he says, as repentance, he wrote Z's name over and over again, like 100 times, right? But when he shows his fucking paper, okay, so like part of her name says beautiful. That's the meaning of it. But he wrote it to write resources. So people.
Is that on purpose, a joke? Because, again, both of them are kind of like playing around and being not silly, but like she's throwing jokes in her like rants. He's being aggressive too, just like how she was being aggressive, and writing her name to mean resources, which is what he was using her for. That can't just be a coincidence. I don't think you need to do mental gymnastics on that to be like, wait a minute.
Like, okay, this guy is not apologizing. This guy is not fucking apologizing. And then he says, oh, and on more serious news, I've recently created a mold for my shoulder pads. I will be linking them in the shopping
No
cart
freaking
below.
way.
He starts selling shoulder pads
In the same video?
in the same video.
Wow.
Again, I don't. Are they in cahoots? Was this all just staged, a facade, a charade, etc.? And she did all this to launch his career? Question mark. I don't know. I feel like that could be like a conspiracy with this. Like, they actually don't hate each other. She was never pregnant. They weren't together. She was like, hey, we're friends. let's create this weird drama and just like you're gonna get like obliterated, but at the end of it, you're gonna come out on top. And he's like, sure, whatever, let's just do it. That would be a crazy story, like M. Night Shyamalan twist. So, like, it's not gonna happen. There's like 3 minutes left, like less than 3 minutes of this video left, but I feel like that's something that could happen. Or if maybe in the future this actually has come out, because this is probably like what, a few months ago. When is this? 7 months ago. Actually, like, we were actually joking. None of that stuff happens. We were just trying to launch his career. Yada yada yada. He looks so dumb. Also, he has one sleeve on to mimic the thing of her drawing his arm off.
This is even crazy.
He looks like he's wearing like a football shoulder pads, even though it's just like it's silicone. I was trying to like think of a funny word, but I couldn't think of a funny word. That silicone orb on his shoulder. It just looks like he's like a skinny guy like trying out for football.
Easier than the wedding tissue shot.
Yes. And he says, let me show you all how to wear shoulder pads on dates without the rich girls noticing. Yeah. So for example, you say, hey, can I freshen up? And then you ask them, can I get a glass of water? They go to grab a glass of water and you whip them out so that when you take off your shirt, they don't see the shoulder pads anymore. In the span of that live stream, he sold 17,000 shoulder pads.
I feel like he's almost taking on the personality of Z. Like he's being silly and self-aware. It's like, hey, I wear shoulder pads. I'm a gold digger. I'm not convinced this wasn't like a whole conspiracy from the get-go to help him. And none of that other stuff was even real. It was like this entire thing is fake. And it was just so that he can start selling shoulder pads and getting his career launched above like 80,000 followers.
It would have been 17,001 if I was watching. Oh man,
my voice is leaving again. But people were split because they were like, at the end of the day, he did really mess up Z's life. And that
Whoa, what was that slowdown on her?
is where we are at. That's it.
Oh.
He's online making fun of himself, selling shoulder pads. But I would say a lot of people are trying not to support him.
Oh yeah.
Because they're saying, like, even though I think where it gets confusing is Z takes a very hilarious approach to things.
Yeah.
But, like, at the end of the day, she did get really massively f***ed over and she did lose a baby.
Yeah.
So everyone's just trying to support Z. And it just feels like an instance of, okay, maybe we did make the right people famous.
Wow.
Because even the way she handled it is like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, there are times where she's getting a little crazy. Oh, but there was this other doing influencer who was very upset. This is fucking crazy. She got pregnant when all of this was happening. And she literally said, like, I can't even be trending with my pregnancy.
I can't even be trending?
Yeah, all the viewers are going to Z. Like, no one is coming to see me give birth and my products are
You're
not selling.
kidding me.
Like, if I had known something like this was happening, I wouldn't have gotten pregnant now. It's not like I can give birth like a donkey in a production line. Like, I'm only gonna have like 1 or 2 kids. If I had known, I wouldn't have gotten pregnant now.
Donkey in a production line. I have never heard that before. I can't even be trending with my pregnancy. All the audience went to them. Also, is she using a filter? Nobody's coming to watch me give birth. Are you actually going to, like, stream that? Like, is people actually going to come to that and watch that? I couldn't make any sales. How unlucky is this? If I knew, I wouldn't choose to get preg now. Is it actually shortened like that? Can you shorten the word pregnancy in Chinese?
That's crazy.
The most unhinged thing ever. Yeah.
Wow.
And that is what is happening with Z and Han.
Do we know how many followers she has now?
Oh, I think she's like back to 11.
Oh.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
What a ride.
What a ride. I kind of stan her. Oh, my
yeah.
gosh, I really stan her. Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts? And
Oh, hold on. Is this a new button? You can't see it. Wow. YouTube, 10,000 years later, has added a hide button to get this stuff out of the way. Like, you can't, oh, I mean, I can just show you, right? Let me just, you can see the Pokemon in the background. Do you see, like, there's a hide button on the side here. Like, wow, YouTube, thanks for finally doing that 10 years later. Thanks. But yeah, that is the end of that. Again, my take is this is one big crazy conspiracy facade put on by the two of these to boost this guy's career, and she took the hit. for it. Like, she took the hit of followers for it, and he took the public humiliation for it to get more popular and make money and sell this stuff, right? Because I feel like there's just so many little seeds planted in this story where I'm like, okay, wait a minute, this is a big conspiracy. So, final answer: this was a huge conspiracy between the two of these people, and they don't actually hate each other, and all the stuff they said was fake, and it was just for getting his career off the ground. End story. But yeah, that's. I don't think I have anything else to say. Again, as usual, tomorrow probably won't have a rad video, but if nothing has changed, we'll figure out what's going on later today, how that's going to turn out. We will. Maybe I will finally stop doing videos. I mean, we did skip, what, 2 days, right? I had to cut there again. I have a conversation. I don't even know what I was talking about. Probably not knowing what's going to be going on with the videos. Because again, we might find something out later today. And if that happens, then maybe I'll go on hiatus again. If not, if we don't know what's going on, then we maybe have a rad video in 2 days, as usual, every other day. We'll have to see. And also, if you have big ol' Dumbo ears, hit me up. I'm just joking, but maybe I'm not. Anyways, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, think about becoming a member, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're going to watch time and subscribers. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment. You know what to do. See ya.